Going on YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay checking in, man. I wanted to make this video real quickly. I don't think I've made this specific video yet. I've made a lot of videos in the last couple of weeks, days, or whatever. But how do I feel about never driving a truck again? Honestly, I'm kind of split because for me to tell you that I'm not going to miss the road, that I'm not going to miss the adventure, I'm not going to miss the fun times that, I would be lying. Being on that truck changed my life. And I'm not even talking about financially. That goes without saying. But being on that, I can't even say being on that truck, being on that road, you know, opened me up to so many things that I would have just never experienced being at home. You know what I'm saying? I am the way I am today because of the last 4 years of my life. The way I think, the way I move, you know, the way I am with people, all the lessons that I've learned. I'm grateful for it, man. I truly am. The last 4 years have been a lot of things, but the one thing that has been the most is an adventure. It has been an adventure, and I am forever grateful for it. You know what I'm saying? The people that I've met, both good and bad, at the end of the day, you got to take the bad with the good because it's the bad molds you just as much as the good does. So the negative people that I've come into contact with have molded me just as much as the positive people that I've come into contact with. You know what I mean? But just driving through Nebraska and flatlands, driving through Oregon down I-5, driving through Cabbage Patch, driving through the Rocky Mountains, you know, driving 16 hours a day, illegally, everybody does it, whatever. Training, teaching someone how to drive in inclement weather conditions, driving through Wyoming for the first time and, almost wetting my drawers going through Laramie and Elk Mountain, driving through Arizona and being confused as to why it was snowing in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Seeing a mountain for the first time. Not like these no disrespect to West Virginia and Pennsylvania and all that, but actually going out west and seeing that mountain in Flagstaff, Arizona, or being in California, Nevada on the back roads and being 20 feet from these mountains that are 13,000 feet, or you know what I'm saying, just seeing Mount Rainier out in Seattle and just seeing the sights that I have seen, man. I will forever be grateful, man. And I'm going to miss it. No doubt in my mind, I'm going to miss it. If I was a single man with no kids, as soon as I got my health back in control, as soon as I got my weight and everything to where it needs to be, I will be going right back on that road. I promise you. But, circumstances change, man. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, as much as I'm going to miss that road, ain't nothing better than being home with family in my house. You know what I'm saying? And doing the things that I'm able to do now, being home, But I will forever be grateful. Everyone that I've come into contact with, both on YouTube and Zello, Facebook, Instagram, it's been a pleasure. Truck driver to truck driver. And I'm not saying I'm going anywhere, but it's just things are going to be different now. The way that I'm going to be is going to be different, I feel. But it's just, truck driving is got to be a top 5 greatest careers, man. I know people say doctors, lawyers, pediatricians, and teachers and astronauts. I'm sure that shit is cool too, but goddamn it, being a truck driver is the greatest thing in the world to me, man. I mean, that just living in a truck Driving from state to state was just like it's just like you're a kid again, man. You're a kid again, and it's the greatest thing in the world, you know. And I am gonna miss it, and it is kind of a I can't even think of the phrase. Um, it's hard to say goodbye to it, but I gotta do what I gotta do. And I know what people are gonna say, man, you can be healthy on the road. You can do your health thing on the road, and you probably can, but here's my thing. Here's what I believe. The amount of weight that I need to lose is so great that I need to put 150% to it. And me personally, I feel that for me, Jamar D. Holland, that it is best for me to be home to do that versus being on the road. Now, if you are an OTR truck driver and you feel that you can be in your best shape of your life while being OTR or regional, kudos to you. You have found something that works for you. But me, I think it is best for me to be home with my family and working on my health, especially if I can do financially the same, ballpark the same figures that I was doing on the truck. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. I have a family that I got to take care of and that I need to be here for. My son will be 5 in January. So he's getting to that age where mommy just ain't enough no more. When you 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, I missed pretty much, the first year of my son's life. Almost the first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I had to come home and for him to learn who I was. That was hard. That's tough, man. And that's not spoken on enough. These truck drivers that are out here on the road away from their kids, man, respect them. Respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because that time away is hard, man. Maybe when you're away, it's easy, but when you have to come home for them 4 or 5 days and you start to realize that your kids just don't know you or they don't vibe with you like they do the other parent, it's a hurtful feeling, man. And it's like, yeah, I got X amount of money in the bank, but my kid don't mess with me. That's a tough feeling, man. That can mess you up mentally, and you might not come back from that. You know what I'm saying? And then when you look at a situation like, RIP to Guilty's daughter, man, and life is too short. Life is short, man. Life is short. And time, as much of a cliche as it is, time is the only true currency in this world. Period. I done lost my father, my brother, and my great grandmother. Ain't no amount of money bringing them back. Don't matter if I'm hauling butane, buildings, rocket ships. Ain't no amount of money bringing them back. And I've been blessed to where, a lot of my immediate family are doing pretty good health-wise, so I haven't really lost too many of the uncles, aunts, granddads, anything like that. But the reality is eventually stuff like that is just going to happen, man. So do I really want to be in the middle of Colorado or Texas or, get in the car that something's going on with my son or something's going on with my wife? Nah, man, I've dealt with that enough. I've had those experiences, being in Illinois and getting a call about my mom, and it's not a great feeling. It's not, and it it's not, straight up. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I'm gonna miss trucking. I am forever grateful to trucking and all the trucking jobs that have been offered to me. I'm grateful for all of them, even the messed up ones. I'm grateful, because for even if it was a brief moment in time, I was able to take care of my family with that situation. You know what I mean? So, but moving forward, man, I'm just looking to explore the other parts of the trucking industry. CDL instructor, dispatchers, brokers, and all the different non-driving positions and office positions in trucking, and continue to be a part of the trucking industry in that way. And I'm hoping to find success in those. I'm going to put my all into it, just like I was putting my all into, being productive behind that wheel. You know what I'm saying? So, salute to all the truck drivers, man. You forever have my respect. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I hope you guys stay safe out there, and run a pound that pavement for me. You know what I mean? Pound that pavement for me. Enjoy those sights for me. Make the most money you can make for me. You dig what I'm saying? Because everybody isn't blessed to be able to go out there and do that. I was blessed to be able to have experienced that, but everybody doesn't. You know, some people have criminal records or driving records or health conditions that prevent them from being able to ever experience that. So, you know, just appreciate what you have out there when you're driving in that truck. The peace of mind that you get driving through the country part of Kansas or Nebraska or Texas or Oklahoma. You know, the sights you get to see driving up I-5, seeing the Pacific Ocean. You know, the sights you get to see driving through Colorado in the summertime, looking at those beautiful mountains. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Take it in. Take pictures. Record it. Make a YouTube, whatever. But don't ever forget it. Don't take it for granted, because it could be gone just like that. For real. So I say all that to say, I look forward to my next steps in my life, my journey, um, outside of the truck. But you know, I'm just forever grateful to trucking, and I'm gonna miss it for real. You know what I mean? So that's all I got for y'all, man. As always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive, man. God, family, trucking always. And remember, take care of your health. Your health will take care of you, man. I'm gone.